Jacksonville, Florida. Supposed neutral ground for these two old rivals. Not a lot of distance separates the two. And when they come here for this clash, it can define a season, no matter what's happened before, what might happen after. Glad to have you with us from TIAA Bank Field, home of the Jaguars in the heart of Duval and Jacksonville, Florida. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Likely to kick it deep to get things started. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll try the right side. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocking, a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Montgomery. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
And the Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Wants to fire on second down. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Grab near the sticks. It's Ivory. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Hauls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Gators have moved it inside the 20. Now from inside the red zone. Under fire. Lets it go to the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They were on the move, but two straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 12th play of the opening drive coming up, but now this marathon faces a 3rd and long. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Strong belief in this running game as he powers his way ahead and picks up 8. It's 4th and 1.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gator!
And this offense just made their first statement, the first drive. 4th down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. Oh, it's out. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's a big stride inside the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. What a tough break for the defense. You get a hand on the football, and they still make a big play.
Man, how difficult is that? The ball is deflected. To be able to keep your eyes on the football, continue to concentrate from a fortuitous bounce, Reese. A nice break to him, makes the catch, makes the big play down the field.
A first down run on the doorstep. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Now on second and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Touchdown, Dogs! The offense cashing it in on that drive. Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. David, as a Georgia legend, when I say Florida, what comes to mind?
Ugh. I mean, that's the easiest question you've asked me yet. I mean, there's nothing that I ever liked or enjoyed about the Florida Gators. Just playing in that rivalry, you know, it's not a neutral site, by the way. It's in Jacksonville, Florida. Like, that's not neutral. It's way closer to Florida. It's way closer to Florida fans. But this rivalry, I'm telling you, every single year, that was the #1 team you wanted to beat.
The give to the back. At the 35, he's open. Oh, he found a space on the right. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Lost a throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. And the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The inside handoff. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Never a doubt. Now there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. The roughing call gives this offense a first down, and we'll see if they can take advantage of the second chance. Run in the red zone. It's Clark. he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll power it inside with the fullback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Now facing a third and long. He's looking to throw. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting it fourth.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill. I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going. And as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Power football with the run. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Dogs will have it 1st and 10. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Glass. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Caught near the sticks. It's Riley. They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, just efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares the mess out of me. I might give you more of a cushion, especially in some areas where you're going to get good matchups of safeties or linebackers on receivers. Nice execution by the offense, getting the free first down.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Grab near the marker. It's Glass. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. And as we get deep in this first half, a first and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. Looking to throw on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
What an amazing play by the defense. Not only do you get the interception, but you completely flip the field. And how about the open field running by that guy once he made the bet?
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Intercepted for the 11th time. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, they're after him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
It'll be third and long. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Coverage team does a good job. Touches it dead. No return on this one. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gators will line up to kick off and start the second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and
Oh, he's got some space. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The play action fake. Right on the money. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
It's third down, and the line to gain is to 36. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. Gets away from one, finds some space. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Bulldogs are marching down the field. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab on the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Wants to throw on third down. He makes the grab. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access, some cushion and coverage. For the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him. And he tackles him for no gain.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
And this one is perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Here's the handoff. Turning it on. Picks up the first down.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the Dogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Defense might bring the house here. The give to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Wanting to move the chains, here comes Georgia on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Still on his feet. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 2nd down, he'll throw it. A little screen to the running back. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Working that left side now. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And the Gators moving quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time on target. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
To the air on first down. Rushes on him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the right. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Using his legs, Hitch Clark. Picks up the first down, still moving. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
Already in a great spot to kick a field goal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown would be even better. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Florida! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Powers forward. Just couldn't nudge it across for the 2-point conversion. They had hoped to go up by a touchdown, but they're still up by 5 here in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Here's a hit. Blasted as he lets it go.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
In this moment of the game, late, you need your quarterback to be playing his best football. This is when you need him to be the most accurate and to make the best decisions, and he has not yet completed a throw here in the fourth quarter. That is bad news for this offense.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, third and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Glass. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what that...
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to put the field position with the return.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the third interception he's thrown.
A first down run in the red zone. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, two things you're thinking about here offensively is, one, you want to take as much time off the clock, but two, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a two-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
Looking to fire. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown Gator! And they take it in for 6 more points. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Oh, that's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Liberty is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sparky isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think it...
He lobs one high down the left side. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Looking for more room. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Wants to throw on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Well, that's an incompletion, and really poor accuracy by the quarterback there. When you're throwing the ball down the field, you don't need to make it perfect, but you do got to put it somewhere around your receiver. You got to give him an opportunity to go up and make a play for you.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires left. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Gators want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone.
That's a big missed opportunity there, and sometimes it's just those small things. It's getting your feet set so you can throw the ball with good accuracy. A lot of times guys are open and you just rush it, you hurry it. These quarterbacks just got to settle down a little bit, take the time, and hit that open guy.
Got a man, it's Ivory. Got enough space. Touchdown, Florida. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. As Florida fans like to say, come on Gators, get up and go. And they're starting to go and run away from the Dogs.
It's great to be a Florida Gator. The Gators showing off the speed now, running away with this thing in the second half. You're just seeing all of the talent that they've been able to recruit down in Gainesville.
Yeah, they've been recruiting talent. You think about Steve Spurrier, had such a great run with Florida as a head coach. They're taking care of business today. They're not making this look like much of a rivalry.
Looking for the 2-point try. Let's go. Was to pass. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. No reason to risk trying to field that one as this skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
You get the big play, now to pay it off. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Quick completion on the out route. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man downfield. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
Pulls it in. It's Ivory. Hard-hitting tackle.
Slant routes. They're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage, too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. And the Gators will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. And the returner goes down. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is complete. Glasses will be raised across the Sunshine State, a toast to the Florida Gators who take down Georgia in this rivalry game. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.